Good morning, students. Okay, today I will see one problem on convergent diverging type of nozzle. Okay, see the problem. The dry saturated steam at a pressure of 8 bar enters a convergent divergent nozzle and leaves it a pressure of 1.5 bar. If the steam flow process is isentropic and if the corresponding expanding index is 1.15, 1.135, find the ratio of cross-sectional area at exit and throat for maximum discharge. Okay, we have to find the areas of cross-section at exit and throat. Okay, and the type of nozzle in this problem is converging diverging type of nozzle. And the quality of steam enters into the nozzle is dry saturated steam. And the pressures at inlet and exit is 8 bar and 1.5 bar. And we have to determine the ratios of cross-sectional areas at exit and throat. And the type of nozzle is converging diverging type of nozzle. Okay, the nozzle cross-section is like this. And the nozzle body is insulated. Okay, we have to find the areas of throat and diverging section. First, we have to find cross-sectional area at exit and throat for maximum discharge. Cross-sectional area at exit, that is this cross-section. I will consider this as A3 and this as A2. We have to find exit area divided by throat area. A3 by A2 we have to find in this problem. In the present problem, we have to find the ratios of cross-sectional areas, that is A3 by A2. Okay. For that, the given data, available given data is P1 is 8 bar. At inlet condition, P1 is equal to 8 bar. And exit condition, the discharge pressure is P3, that is 1.5 bar. And this P2 value we have to determine by using the formula, that is P2 by P1 is equal P2 by P1 is equal 2 by n plus 1 whole power n by n minus 1. Okay, n value is given in the present problem, that is 1.135. N is equal 1.135. We have to substitute that n value in this equation. You can get the P2 value as 4.62 bar. Okay. After knowing the P2 value, P1, P2, P3 values, okay, we have to take the properties of steam from the steam table book at the respective pressure limits. At 8 bar we have to take the properties, at 4.62 bar we have to take the properties, and at 1.5 bar we have to take the properties. Okay, P2 value is given, that is 4.67 bar, and P3 value is 1.5 bar. And from the steam table book, okay, H1 is equal 2769.1 kilojoule per kilogram. This H1 is equal to the Hg value at respect to given pressure, that is 8 bar pressure. Okay, from the steam table book you have to take Hg value at 8 bar, and that is equal to the 2769.1 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, that is H1 value. Directly you can take from the steam table book. And coming to the H2 value, okay, at throat section we are expecting the dryness fraction. At throat section we are expecting the dryness fraction. At this section we are expecting the dryness fraction. That dryness fraction value we have to find, okay, by applying the constant entropy relation. The present problem also mentioned, okay, that the steam enters isentropically. Okay, the isentropic expansion takes place inside the steam nozzle. That means here at throat section we are expecting the dryness fraction. The dryness fraction value we have to determine by using the entropy relation, isentropic expansion relation. S1 value directly we can take from the steam table book, that is equal to the Sg at pressure 8 bar, and S2 value we have to take from the steam table book, and we are calculating X2 by using the relation, and this SF and SFG values at pressure P2 we have to take. P2 value is 4.67 bar. 4.67 bar is P2 value. Okay, P2 value, P2 pressure limit, we have to take the SF and SFG values and we have to substitute here, and you can easily calculate X2 value. Okay, that X2 value, with the help of X2 value, you have to determine this H2 value. How do you determine this H2 value is equal HF2 plus X2 into HFG2 at pressure limit 4.6 bar. Okay. After calculating the H2 value, you have to calculate H3 by following the same procedure. Okay. S1 is equal to S3. You have to apply, and in place of S3, you have to write SF3 plus X3 into SFG3. SF and SFG values you have to take at pressure P3, that is 1.5 bar. At 1.5 bar, you have to take the SF and SFG values. Later you can easily determine X3 value. After calculating the X3 value, you have to calculate this H3 value by using the relation, that is HF3 plus X3 into HFG3. And this HF and HFG values you have to take at this pressure limit P3, 1.5 bar. At 1.5 bar, from the dry saturated steam tables, you have to take HF and HFG and SF and SFG values. Okay, in that manner you have to calculate H1, H2 and H3 values. Then only you can easily calculate the given parameter. Okay, after applying the suitable relations, you can easily determine X2 is equal 0.963 and X3 is equal 0.903, and V2, how do you calculate V2? After calculating the H1, H2 and H3, you have to calculate V2. V2 is equal to square root of H1 minus H2, and this is multiplied by 44.72. 44.72 into square root of H1 minus H2. You can get V2 value for 477.749 meter per second. And V3 value also you can calculate similar way, that is 44.72 into square root of H1 minus H3. H1 and H3 values also they are already determined, and after calculating the H1, H3, you can easily substitute in this formula, you can get V3 value. Okay, in that manner you have to calculate, and you have to apply this mass flow rate of steam is equal to the mass flow rate of steam at exit. That is the mass balance equation. Mass flow rate of steam at throat is equal to mass flow rate of steam at exit. Okay, that is equal to the relation mass flow rate of steam at exit and throat is equal A to V2, area at the throat section, velocity at the throat section, and specific volume at throat section, and the dryness fraction at throat section. And this must be equal to A3 V3 divided by X3 VFG3. Okay, at pressure P3 you have to take this VFG3, and this VFG value at pressure P2 you have to take, and you have to substitute in this relation, and this in this entire equation the unknown value is only the ratios of A2 and A3, and mass flow rate also given in the problem. How much is the mass flow rate in the present problem? Mass flow rate is not given, so you have to apply this relation only. A2 V2 divided by X2 into VFG2 is equal A3 V3 into X3 into VFG3. Only unknown values are A2 and A3. We have to find the ratios of exit area to the throat area. Okay, from this relation, A3 by A2 is equal VFG3 into V2 divided by X2 into VFG2. X2 into VFG2 into V3. Here also you have to multiply with dryness fraction X3. Okay, all values are known values. VFG at pressure P3 you can take from the steam table book. VFG at pressure P2 you can take from the steam table book. The dryness fraction at diverging section X3 you can take from the steam table book, and dryness fraction at throat section also you can take from the previous calculations. Okay, by applying the entropy relation. Okay, in that manner you have to solve the present problem. A3 by A2 is equal to the 1.68. Okay, all of you solve this problem. Okay, I will repeat again. Please listen. Okay, the given problem is dry saturated steam enters into the converging diverging type of nozzle, and initial pressure of steam is 8 bar and exit pressure of steam is 1.5 bar, and the expansion takes place inside the steam nozzle. That is, expansion follows isentropic process. The isentropic index value is 1.135. We have to find the final term is exit area to the throat area of the nozzle. Exit area is A3 and throat area is A2. In the present problem, exit pressure is given and inlet pressure is given. With the help of these two pressures for maximum discharge, we can easily calculate the throat pressure by using the relation. You can easily get P2 value. After knowing the P2 value, you have to take the properties from the steam table book at pressure P1 and P2 and P3, and with the help of the property values at respective pressures only, you can easily evaluate the find out term, that is A3 by A2. Okay, P2 value is 4.67 bar. After knowing the P2 value, with the help of P2 value, you can easily take the properties of SF and SFG and HF and HFG values from the steam table book, and you can easily evaluate X2 value, dryness fraction. With the help of dryness fraction at throat section X2, you can easily evaluate the H2 value. After evaluating the H2 value, you can apply the same procedure to the diverging portion also. At diverging portion, the dryness fraction of steam is X3, and that X3 value also you can easily calculate by applying the constant entropy relation. After calculating the dryness fraction at the diverging portion, okay, you can easily evaluate the enthalpy at 0.3. After evaluating the enthalpy at 0.3, you can easily calculate velocities at throat section and diverging section. Okay, at throat section the velocity is V2, that is 77.749 meter per second, and diverging section, that is V3, 763.5 meter per second. And we have to find the ratios of cross sectional areas. Okay, we have to find that value A3 by A2. For that reason, we have to apply the mass balance equation. Mass balance equation is the mass flow rate at throat section is equal to the mass flow rate at a diverging section. With this relation, you can easily evaluate the ratios of cross sectional areas at diverging section and throat section. A3 by A2. That value is 1.68. In that manner, you have to solve the present problem. Let us see another problem in the nozzles. Okay, that is, okay, D-level type of impulse turbine is to develop 150 kilowatt with a probable consumption of 7.5 kilogram of steam per kilowatt hour, with initial pressure being 12 bar and the exhaust pressure is 0.15 bar. Taking the diameter of each nozzle at throat is 6 mm and find the number of nozzles required. Okay, assuming that 10% of total drop is lost at diverging portion, find the diameter at exit of the nozzle and quality of steam at exit. You have to find diameter at exit. You have to find diameter at exit. You have to find the diameter at exit section and quality of steam at exit section also you have to find. These two terms also we find out in the previous problem also. Find the number of nozzles required. You have to find the nozzles required for this problem, and we have to assume 10% of total drop. Total drop is lost at diverging section. 10% of total drop is lost at diverging section. Total drop means H1 minus H3 is the total drop. Okay. In that manner, based on this data, you have to solve the present problem. You have to find the number of nozzles required, and based on the 10% of total drop in the nozzle section, we have to find the diameter at exit and quality of steam at exit. Okay, and D level type of impulse turbine is to develop 150 kilowatt with a probable consumption of 7.5 kilogram of steam per kilowatt hour. In order to produce 1 kilowatt hour power, 7.5 kilogram of steam is consumed. Okay, within the initial pressure being 12 bar. 12 bar is the initial pressure and the exhaust pressure is 0.15 bar. Diameter of each nozzle at throat is 6 mm. So based on this data, we have to evaluate the exit diameter of the nozzle and quality of steam at exit. And what type of nozzle is this? How do we determine that that term means? Okay, based on the data, we have to justify the type of nozzle. Okay, see in the present problem, the 6 mm diameter is given at throat. That means throat section is happened in the converging diverging type of nozzle. So the present problem belongs to converging diverging type of nozzle. And the quality of steam also we have to determine that quality of steam mentioned here. D level type impulse turbine is to develop 150 kilowatt, the probable consumption of 7.5 kilogram of steam. Initial pressure is 12 bar and the exhaust pressure is diameter of nozzle. Initially we have to assume that initial quality of steam is dry saturated. Minimum quality of steam required for the any type of nozzle is dry saturated steam. We have to consider at 12 bar pressure we are introducing the dry saturated steam. Okay, the diameter at the throat section is given, that is 7.5 kilogram, and power developed by the turbine is 150 kilowatt, and exhaust pressure is given, that is 0.15 bar, and inlet pressure is given, P1 is equal 12 bar, and P2 value we have to determine by using the relation P2 by P1 is equal 2 by n plus 1 whole power n by n minus 1. We have to apply this relation to determine the P2 value. After knowing the P2 value, we have to take the properties from the steam table book at pressure P2 value. Okay, P2 value is determined, that is 6.96 value. P1 is 12 bar is given in the given data. P3 is equal to 0.15 bar in the present problem, also given in the given data. H1 value directly you can take from the steam table book, that is equal to the Hg. H1 is equal to Hg, why? Because it is a dry saturated steam. And H2 value we have to calculate by using the relation S1 is equal to S2, S2 is equal to SF2 plus X2 into SFG2. And SF and SFG values we have to take at pressure limit P2, that is 6.96 bar. At 6.96 bar you have to take the SF and SFG values and you have to substitute here and to determine X2 value, and that X2 value is you have to calculate, and after knowing the X2 value you have to determine this H2 value, and H2 value depends on the X2 value, dryness fraction. Why? Because during the expansion we are getting the wet steam. The dryness fraction is happened during the expansion of steam inside the nozzle body. The X2 value is useful to calculate the H2 value. After calculating the H2 value, in the similar way you have to calculate the H3. S1 is equal to S3 you have to apply, and SF3 plus X3 into SFG3 you have to substitute, and X3 value you have to determine. After knowing the X3 value you have to calculate H3, that is equal to the HF3 plus X3 into HFG3. These HF and HFG values you have to take at pressure limit P3, that is equal to the 0.15 bar. 0.15 bar. After calculating the H3 and H2 and H1 value, you have to determine the velocities at throat section, that is equal to the V2, and velocity at the diverging section, that is equal to the V3. And in the given data, we have the diameter of the nozzle at throat section, which is at the diameter of nozzle. We have to evaluate the area, pi by 4 d square formula. Okay, with the help of diameter of nozzle at throat section, you can easily evaluate the area at the throat section. Okay, X2 value is 0.96. After applying the entropy relation S1 is equal to S2, you can easily calculate X2 value, that is equal to the 0.96, and S1 is equal to S3 you have to apply, and you can easily calculate X3 value, that is equal to the 0.8. Steam consumption of all nozzles is equal to the mass balance equation. Steam consumption 7.5 kilogram per kilowatt hour of steam is consumed for producing 150 kilowatt power. In order to convert this into seconds, you have to divide with 3600. Okay, then you can easily get 0.3125 kilogram. This is equal to the mass. Okay, total mass of all nozzles. Okay, you have to apply the mass balance equation A2V2 into A2V2 divided by X2 into VFG at pressure P2. That is equal to the mass balance, and this is for all nozzles. This is for all nozzles. Okay, in this left side all values are known values. Okay, area is known value, and exit velocity at throat section is known value, X2 value is known value, and VFG value is you can take directly from the steam table book, and M value is 0.3125, and unknown value is only number of nozzles. You can determine the number of nozzles required. Okay, the area after calculating the pi by 4 d square, pi by 4 into d2 square, that d2 is equal to the 7.5. Okay, mass flow rate is 0.04806 kilogram per second. Number of nozzles required is equal to the this one 7 nozzles, and diameter at exit is equal to 21.33 mm. Diameter at exit is equal to 21.33. How do you determine the diameter at exit? How do you determine? Based on the relation of mass balance A2V2 divided by X2 into VFG2 is equal to A3V3 divided by X3 into VFG3. In this relation, only the unknown value is A3. A3 is equal pi by 4 d3 square. Okay, in this manner you have to determine d3. Okay, after knowing the a3 value, you can easily evaluate the d3 value. That d3 value is equal to 21.33 mm. Now we have to determine one more value, that is the quality of steam at exit. That is already determined in the previous slide. We shown that x3 is equal to 0.8. We have to solve the present problem like this. Okay, I will repeat again, please listen. Okay, in the present problem, the turbine develops 150 kilowatt of power by consumption of 150 kilowatt hour and by consumption of 7.5 kilogram of steam per kilowatt hour, and initial pressure of steam is 12 bar and exit pressure is 0.15 bar. And condition of steam is dry saturated steam, and type of nozzle is converging diverging type of nozzle, and diameter at the throat section is 6 mm, and number of nozzles required we have to determine, and the diameter at the exit section we have to calculate, and the quality of steam at exit section also we have to determine. In the present problem, inlet and exit pressure is given.